Good evening. So tonight I'm actually heading up a mountain for a sleepover. I think I said in my last video I've wanted to have a summit wild camp for a long time, but being a bit of a coward, so I haven't done it yet. But I thought enough of that. Tonight's the night, so you'll notice I'm activated snail mode. So there's actually a few different ways up Ben Ledi. I'm not going up the main path tonight. I'm actually going to go to Stank Glen and then sort of go around I think it'll be like the north side. I don't think I'm going to camp on the actual summit. Mostly because I didn't realise, but it's actually bank holiday weekend. And I suspect there might be other people with the same idea. Also on the way that I'm going up now, there is some beautiful views back across Ben Vane, the mountain I did last week, so I can't breathe. This is actually a steeper hill than it looks. Yeah, so I'd like the views back over Ben Vane and kind of more to the north. I think the sunset will be pretty good there. But yeah, I think I'm just going to focus on getting up the hill and I'll chat a little bit more later. So this is Stank Glen, and that's Ben Ledi there. So I think the summit is up there somewhere, but like further in. The hill path goes up the back of the glen there, and I'm thinking once I get over the shoulder here, I think I'm going to find somewhere to camp around there. and then do the summit in the morning. There's fish jumping out of the water down there. So I'm up nearly at the point where I think I want to camp. Don't think I'm all that far from the summit either. It's taken ages to get up. I'm not really filmed. Yeah, I already find going up mountains quite difficult. As I mentioned in my last video, like my cardio fitness is rubbish. Add a heavy rucksack onto it. I've had a hard work getting up here. It's not been easy. I think every 5 steps I had to stop and catch my breath. But I'm up the majority of it now. I think once I get up here there is a bit more of a climb up to the summit, but I think I've done like the hardest point. So yeah, it's getting quite midgy though. Covering myself in smidge though, and they're not biting, but I keep choking on them. So a bit annoying. Yeah, it's a lovely evening. There's like no wind at all up here, which I think might be a first. Anyway, I'm going to push on and find somewhere to camp. So we've got some views now. That one there, that's Ben Ledi, which I was on last week. And okay, this camera's not picking up, but there's beautiful mountainous views there. So I think I just want to get maybe just above where the sheep are, and then I think I'm just going to find somewhere flat, and I think this will do nicely. So I found my pitch. I've settled my tent. I always underestimate how massive my tent is. It's a Banshee Pro 300. Yeah, when I was buying the tent, my partner decided he might want to come on camping trips with me. And then obviously decided it wasn't for him, so now I'm stuck with this ginormous tent. I actually like it, it's nice inside. But yeah, I mean, there's not really any flat spaces around here. I mean, I'm not going to have the most flattest night's sleep I've ever had. I mean, that's fine. I'm actually not really planning on sleeping that much. Like I said earlier, I think I want to get up for sunrise at like 4. Yeah, so probably just going to read most of the night or whatever. Anyway, totally gone off on one there, haven't I? Yeah, there was like a tiny flat patch, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the size of me, that'll be fine. And like my tent is just, yeah, somewhere in there is a little flat patch. If I can shuffle around I might find it, but yeah, that's the view. Annoyingly though, it can't really be helped because of the way the flat patch was, but I wanted to like sit in my tent and look at that view there and watch the sunset, and I'm just angled a bit wrong where I'm going to be like looking at that view, which is not too bad. I'll be fine with that, but like I kind of wanted to just lie in bed and look at the view. But yeah, stunning evening. not a breath of wind, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm just going to get changed, I think, and get my bed set up and settle in for the night, I think, and just sit in my tent and watch the world go by. It won't be too long before sunset, so yeah. And that's my new favourite mountain from last week. Yeah, so look how uneven it is. So that's ground, and we're going down into a hole here. I think, yeah, it's not ideal, but yeah, it's worth putting up with a bit of a lumpy ground for that. So this camera's probably not going to pick it up. I actually don't know if my other camera did as well, but just in the clouds there's a rainbow. But like, it's not a proper rainbow, it's just like a cloud rainbow. I've never seen one like that before. Yeah, this camera's not doing the view justice. I'll put my big camera on in a minute. But it's so peaceful up here. Like, every time I've walked up here, it's been like really mad windy. So I've kind of just got used to it being like that, and yeah, there's zero wind. It's getting quite chilly. I think it is anyway. I'm not sure whether it's just because actually I was like walking up this hill and I got very hot and sweaty, and then that immediately stopped. So I could just be a bit chilly because of that. But yeah, I feel a bit cold. Yeah, what an evening. But yeah, I think the sun will be down pretty shortly, so I will have the big camera out for that. Good morning. It was such a beautiful night last night. The moon was nearly full. It was kind of misty, and yeah, it was absolutely stunning, this view. Unfortunately, like I've said like in previous videos, I struggle with anxiety. Yeah, I had panic attacks all night. I couldn't sleep. It was a lot. Like, I come to relax and not that. So yeah, I think it's like, I looked at the clock, it was 3:30. I've packed up my tent since then, so I'm guessing it's nearly 4. I think the sun will be rising quite soon. So I'm not gonna try and sleep anymore. I'm just gonna pack up my tent now and wander up to the summit and watch the sunrise from the summit and head home. And thankfully I don't have any plans for the day, so I can actually sleep today. But yeah, I think it was a nightjar in the night, which is pretty cool. I've heard grouse, and I don't know if the microphone's picking up, but like, yeah, so many birds around this morning. It is so beautiful. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up the tent and head up to the mountain. That's where my tent was. Nothing but flat grass. So, actually almost back to the van. It's been a few hours since I packed up. I couldn't really be bothered filming much, which is not really the attitude to have, but here we are. So yeah, this video is not going to be amazing. It's just basically a montage of different views with the sun in different places. So yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. It is appreciated. I'm just going to turn you around so you can look at the view and not my face. There you go. Hopefully you can hear the skylarks as well. Such a beautiful morning. It's actually been really cold over the summer and down, but now I've got into a bit of shelter and now the sun's up a bit. It's actually going to be a hot day, I think. Well, actually I'm still a bit cold, but it's warming up. It's lovely. And yeah. But yeah, this whole night, it's been a mixed bag. On one hand, absolutely amazing night. Obviously the views. I didn't think I filmed it. The moon was out and it was getting towards being full moon. So it wasn't really dark in the night. I could just, sit and look at the mountains all night. Like there was mist coming up from the lakes. It was really beautiful. I also heard, I think it was a nightjar, unless there's something else that sounds like a nightjar, but it sounded like a nightjar for most of the night, just flying around not far from my tent, which is pretty amazing. Could also hear grouses, whatever multiple grouse is. I think it's grouse actually. Yeah, grouses. I heard lots of grouses making noises around my tent as well, which I do like a grouse. To look at, not eat, by the way. What else? Yeah, this morning when I was walking over, I saw a bird, a rare bird. I think it's a rare bird. It's rare to me. I've never actually seen one, and I vaguely remember something. I think it was on Spring Watch or something about them. I think they are pretty rare. I think they're only up in the mountains, and I think they're only up at certain times of the year. I can't remember the name. I'm wanting to call it an oriole or something, but I think that's American, so I don't think that's right. But yeah, it's basically like a big blackbird with a white bib. I'm obviously going to look at it when I get home, and I'll put it in the description what it was. But yeah, I saw one of them and it was really close, so that's pretty cool. I could have taken a picture of it, but I couldn't be bothered. And yeah, just being able to like walk over Ben Ledi and the sunrise. Like I said, I didn't really film much, so I haven't really managed to capture how beautiful it's been this morning. But yeah, it's a really good way to start the day. I also saw a herd of red deer down here. I think they've gone over the brow of the hill now. However, on the flip side, my stupid mental health has kind of ruined it all for me. I think I said earlier that I spent the night just having panic attacks. No reason, absolutely no reason at all. Which, yeah, I've I don't know, I always used to like enjoy camping, and it was the sort of thing that I did to get away from like problems in real life, or like actually used to help me with my anxiety like in real life as well. Like I would go for a camp and feel a lot better for it, and it would, yeah, reset me. But then something changed. I don't know what. Nothing happened. But now I just cannot sleep in a tent without having a panic attack. And it's kind of getting worse, not better. And it doesn't matter like whether I'm on a campsite or somewhere remote, or if there's somebody else with me. Like I think at this point, like if I pitched a tent in my bedroom at home, I would still have a panic attack inside of it. Yeah, don't know what's going on there. Don't know how to fix it. So yeah, last night spent the entire night just shaking in fear and panic for absolutely no reason at all. So I'm not too happy about that. And obviously, like for those of you who have experienced panic attacks, like you then are not okay afterwards. Like I'm having a wonderful morning, but like I'm not that okay. Like I know when I get home I need to like take care of myself, and there's going to be lots of cups of tea, there's probably going to be a duvet involved, I'm probably going to have to reread a book that I've read billions of times, or watch a film I've watched billions of times. Like it's not like I'm just going to be able to go back to life and be fine today, which is really annoying and not what I came here for. But yeah, kind of a bit miserable in my own thoughts as well with it. Like I kind of need to be able to camp to do the things that I want to do. Like I want to do all the long distance walks, and whilst yes you can do them using B&Bs and hotels, I can't afford to do that, and personally I would prefer to camp if I could enjoy it like I used to. So yeah, not really sure where to go with that, whether just to accept like my mental health means I can't camp anymore, or to keep trying to push through it. But I honestly really don't want another night like last night. It was bloody shit. Which is a shame because it's so bloody beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on. Once again, if you've made it this far, I really appreciate it, and thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna leave the video here. Maybe. I think I'll probably come and do Ben Ledi as a day walk, because it is like close to where I live, and it is such a beautiful mountain, and I really don't think I've done it justice today. Yeah, there's a lot of really nice wildflowers on it, and I believe there's a rare moth, which obviously I'm not going to be able to film, but I can talk about it. So yeah, I think I'll do Ben Ledi as a day walk before too long. But yeah, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.